Hello and welcome to another Foggy creation. Today we're going to be posing and playing with and giving reviews for these 6 figures. There's going to be an unboxing of the Mafex Gambit using stop motion, along with some photography shots. Stick around for that. Also, Iceman and Ripley over here are impacted by blacklight, so expect to see some of that throughout the video. They do not glow on their own, but that wouldn't be a bad idea. Here's a small display of what that looks like. So without further ado, let's get to posing. First up, we have Golden Dog by Damtoys and Cold Dogs. This figure here is a work of art. From the paint application, the articulation, the engineering, all the accessories. It is fun to play with, it is expressive, and quickly becoming one of my favorite figures in the entire collection. Along with Old Bone and Ironhead Tony, this guy never disappoints. Comes with a boatload of accessories, including a dog with a swappable head, a leash for that dog, a hot dog with the works, some word effects and blast effects that peg into his head and into the barrel of the gun, along with some extra hands. Highly recommend picking this guy up if you have the opportunity to. You won't be disappointed. His scale is just a little smaller than like Marvel Legends and Mezco, but his uniqueness helps him blend in. All in all, I give Golden Dog a 10 out of 10. Next up, we have Iceman. This figure is great in the hand, poses well, great articulation, and like I said before, it glows under blacklight, which makes it even cooler. The unique look of this figure alone is what made me pull the trigger on getting him. These spikes on the back are just detailed perfectly, along with the chest plate and the shoulders. The deco of this figure doesn't disappoint at all. One of the best Marvel Legends Hasbro has made, in my opinion, when it comes to the overall feel of this one. I don't know much about the history on this variation of Iceman, but this is a great figure. Another 10 out of 10. Next up is Ripley from Fortnite, made by Hasbro. Another great looking and feeling figure. He's huge, he's blue, and he is awesome. I don't know much about the character, but the look of him instantly had me hooked when Hasbro revealed that they were going to be releasing him. As I was hoping, the helmet comes off, allowing you to add articulation to the head, but it does get hindered by the helmet when you put it back on. The engineering of this figure is unique, but this little hip section did become wobbly on me in just 24 hours. I'm not sure if anybody else is having that issue or if it's just mine, but it's just something to keep in mind. He wobbles quite a bit, which makes sense for a liquid character. All in all, I give this a 9 out of 10. Next, we have the Space Demanding Goliath by NECA Toys. This guy is huge. Not just the wingspan, but also the figure itself. Beautifully sculpted, beautifully painted, as to be expected with NECA. The engineering of the tail and the legs, feet, ankles are spot on with what you would expect this figure to look like and move. However, those wings are just too much for this figure. They look great, but they get in the way of posability for him. Looks like I'm gonna have to make my own. But overall, I still give this guy a 10 out of 10. Mostly thanks to nostalgia. NECA did a great job, but missed some marks with this one. Ultimately, this is the Goliath figure we all wanted as kids. Next up, we have Chaos Agent from Fortnite, made by Hasbro. This figure surprised me. I was at first surprised when his legs came off. I thought I broke him, but then I was surprised with how detailed this figure actually is. The deco of this guy is outstanding. From single burst to full automatic print on the gun, The overall paint application, one drawback to this figure is the ab crunch. It rips the jacket open. Could be an easy fix, could actually look good if it rips fully open, but I'm not willing to find out just yet. Gonna have to leave that up to the toy gods and fate. Also, the right leg comes off a little easier than the left one. That's no big deal, because once it's on, it's still posable. This backpack is incredible. The ooze coming out of it looks like it's anti-gravity and going upwards instead of dripping down. Solid 9.5 out of 10 for this guy. And next, it's time to unbox GAMBIT. Hello. Beep, 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 beep. I've always loved GAMBIT, but never loved any of his action figures. The coat is essential and needs to be perfect. Mayfex knocked it out of the park with this one. He comes with all the accessories you'll ever need for all the poses you could ever imagine. Pegged hand holders need to be essential with every action figure line out there. The bow staff is perfect and matches his costume exactly the way you would expect it to. The articulation is 100% on point with this guy. The wired coat is spot on. There's not one other GAMBIT action figure on the market today that has this many accessories, looks this good in hand and in photos, and has a perfect coat. All in all, GAMBIT gets an 11 out of 10 because he likes to break all the rules. I mean, he's GAMBIT. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Please consider giving this video a like and subscribing, or not. You do you. Either way, have a safe and wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. Congrats, you made it to the actual end of the video.